What's up? It's your boy Ray Sean for your third episode of TTG. As you can see, I'm sitting out here just trying to keep myself in shape and work out myself so I won't be big like these other AAU coaches and stuff like that out here trying to tell kids how to play basketball. But before we get into anything, I want you to go like, share, subscribe to my page. You know what I'm saying? Show your boy some love. Don't just watch from a hater's perspective. So, with everything being said, I had the opportunity today of talking to a young man that's real known in this area. So I just felt like, even though he's a guy and I'm working more on the girls circuit, I just felt like it was a perfect opportunity to just have someone that's close to the area share their story on what it is to be a college ball player, what it took to be a college ball player, and things like that. So I'm going to show little clips and things of the interview that me and Jitaurious Gordon had today, just talking about himself, talking about junior high and high school, JUCO, transferring to end up becoming a player of the year in this conference. So as we go along, this episode is just to try to educate kids on how to be a college ball player now and not just wait until they become a college ball player. So kids need to just understand that don't wait till you get to college to say that I'm in college now, let's start training. Like, you can start that now. So he's going to talk about a lot of things. I don't want to say too much because I didn't get a chance to talk to him that long, but I talked to him long enough to where he was able to give his story to me, piece of his stories to me and everything, and to just enlighten kids. So as the episode goes on, I'll be coming back, touching on points that he said, but just sit back, relax, tell me, give me all your feedback on what you think on how I did with the interview with him and everything. And but like I said, I'll periodically be coming back through his interview, touching on the points that he said, because the young man real humble, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like he's very almost camera shy, but when he get on that court, y'all might hear me say on there I just gave him buckets. I was lying. I was refereeing the game, so don't take that to heart. And when you hear me like he lying, you know what I'm saying? So y'all know I ain't beat that boy playing no basketball today. But I want y'all to sit back, listen to his story, show him some love, ask him some questions in the comments. I'm pretty sure he has no problem with answering anything. And so let's just watch it. When did you finally pick up a basketball? What day did you pick up a basketball?
I actually picked up a basketball when I was really young, around about 3-4 years old, in the neighborhood, just running around. It really wasn't basketball, it was playing football, baseball, whatever sport, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, people was presented to us growing up in the neighborhood at the local community center. So it was kind of all sports, but basketball was just a sport that just basically stuck out to me.
That's what's up. So where you play junior high ball at?
I played junior high ball at Tune Middle School, Tune, Mississippi.
Tunica, Mississippi. So down there playing in Tunica, Mississippi, that where you went to high school at too also?
Yeah, I went to Roosevelt for 2 years.
Uh-huh.
I transferred from Roosevelt and went to Horn Lake to finish my 2 years in high school.
Okay. During your tender at Horn Lake, did you play in AAU ball when you was in high school?
I played a couple tournaments with the Memphis Bulls. We was on a deal circuit. Just probably about
It wasn't that.
It wasn't like, you know, permanent, but I played on their team a couple summers.
Okay.
2-3 events.
Were you ranked going into your senior any time that you was in high school?
I ain't never been ranked.
For real?
Never been ranked.
Okay, so you learned how to get it out the mud.
Basically.
Okay. Where did you go? Did you play? Where you played college right after high school? So where did you go?
I went to Northwest in
Uh-huh.
San Antonio, Mississippi for 2 years.
Uh-huh.
Played there. It was kind of good for Coach Bubba Skill, Shane Oakley. Then after there, I transferred out to play the year at Troy, and then I finished my last 2 years at New State, Louisiana.
Okay. How was it at Nickel State? Because I know I seen this year you won Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying, in your conference. So
It was great, before the season started this summer, me and my roommate, Devontae Carter, we was the only two down there during the summer, just, getting extra training in before Coach brought in the entire team. So I knew that summer that last year was going to be a big year.
So, like, what I'm trying to do for kids is just trying to get them prepared before it's too late. So what I want you to do is, at the JUCO level, what was a day in the life as a JUCO basketball player every day? You know what I'm saying?
It was basically some days you wanted to give up. I mean, it was hard because you seen other guys you was better than, getting off and stuff coming out of JUCO. So JUCO is not a bad. It really tests who you are mentally as a person and as a.
You heard the young man. The young man, as you can see, he went to Rosa Fort, transferred. Shout out to Coach Scott during the time. I know that was his coach. Shout out to Coach Harris at Long Lake. That was his high school coach. The kid never was ranked, and arguably was one of the top kids in our state at the time. There was not an argument about it. But the kid never complained. But everyone couldn't get it out the mud like him and still be able to be on floating ground right now. So us as people that are leading our kids, we need to also don't just tell them about the glory, tell them about if it don't happen that way. We need to start working with our kids' mind more than we're trying to keep them skillful for this game. One thing that the kids are lacking the experience of being told, what if it don't happen this way? This young man has a story that like I said, a lot of people wouldn't have made it. This man probably averaged 25, 26 points in high school and wasn't even ranked. Why do you rank kids? He was not even ranked. So it's letting you know that a ranking don't matter. This man still played at the highest level of college basketball and still with an opportunity to play at the next level at the NBA level. Wasn't ranked, wasn't highly recruited, went to a college up the street from his house, got it out the mud. So kids, like with this story, and as you hear him continue to talk, don't think if you're taking a JUCO route or the scholarship doesn't come, don't give up on your dream. Realize that there's a million people with that same dream. But are you going to be one of the million that makes that dream come true? There's nothing wrong, like I keep saying this, with you kids going JUCO. This talent that we have in this area, it's not, in my eyes, to a point to where you want to go somewhere and ride the bench. I think it'd be a good job for some of you kids to take the JUCO route at least a year. If you think you that good after a year of JUCO, they're going to be coming pulling you out of the water anyway. Because this man went JUCO, he still was able to play at the next level. So as we continue to keep watching what he's talking about, he's going to explain about the JUCO level. Then he's going to tell you more about his college experience from JUCO to his transferring and things like that. So I'm going to just let y'all keep listening to what's going on. And I just hope that everything that's being said right now is beneficial, has an imprint on what, or a blueprint on what you kids should really do Cause it don't start when you get in college. It starts now. It starts now. You finna hear this man say that he doggone practices for 7 hours a day at the D1 level. Which one of you kids right now devoting 7 hours of your day to?
The best thing happened to me because it made me sit and realize that I really want to play basketball or that I really want to pursue my dream to do something else. So JUCO is big.
So, and when did you leave JUCO, after your first year or after your second year?
My second year.
Your second year. So you went to Troy. What was the deal with Troy?
Oh, Troy was good. You know, it had good coaches and stuff, but I felt like, you know, it was my first year going to Troy. Transitioning from a new coach, you bring in new players, new team, everybody, chemistry wasn't there. So I feel like Troy was a great spot, but at the same time, I feel like I needed to go elsewhere to help my career.
Okay. So that's how you end up at Nickel State.
Yeah.
What drew you to Nickel State?
Nickel State actually I was talking to Coach Clunch and Coach Deloach when I was in high school. They was, you know, they taught me throughout high school because out of high school, I wasn't qualified to go Division I because of grades. So I talked to Coach Clunch, Coach Trev every day while I was in junior college, you know, so I built a relationship with them like when I was like coming out of high school. So it was kind of easy when it was time to transfer, they would have this interest for me.
So every day, waking up, when y'all wake up, when y'all get to school, you get on campus and y'all coach got it, what time do y'all wake up? What time your first workout?
First workout,
7 in the morning?
Yeah.
7 to what?
7 to class started was probably about
10, 7 to 10. After that, class?
After that, pretty much, you know, get you something to eat, go home, get you a little downtown, come back probably around about 1. Practice started at 2, so I come around about 1, get extra shots up for practice from 2 to 5. After practice, get some shots up, and then I'm out. Okay,
and that's the daily routine every day. So, like, the conditioning part, how's the conditioning part at the next level? What did you experience any type of conditioning when you was in high school?
Nah, I mean, if I would have knew what I knew now in high school, conditioning would have been like one of the biggest things because like the more conditioned you are, the better player you are. So I feel like it was kind of hard my first year because I never had to work that hard for conditioning, like getting up and down, but it came happy.
It was more given to you at the high school level?
Yeah, it was more given. You know. Then plus, a lot of high school coaches don't focus on conditioning as much as, you know what I'm saying, college level. So it was kind of tough my first year, but as I got through it, I started, you know, have fun with it, and it was kind of
so it was a mental. It was
very mental.
One thing that I know about you, I see a change because I remember refereeing some games you was in high school. And like you wasn't a hothead, but you just didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Just seemed like it is what it is. Like you didn't care if they didn't care about you. You didn't care. You just wild. How the kids be saying y'all was just out there wilding. So what changed you? Because I do see a change in you. You know what I'm saying? Like as the person, not the ball player. You know, I just gave you buckets in there. So, but the person.
Just talking to God, going to church every day. I had one. It was like when I was in JUCO, things got hard. I was in church every Sunday. Me and my grandma was going to church, and I just got right with God.
I remember one time you told me that you had an accident. That was another thing.
I had an accident. Me and my partners, you know, we had an accident. Me and my brother had an accident. It really opened up me a lot because like it was wild how it happened. So when after that happened, it made me realize that, you know what I'm saying, like life is serious. You know, take advantage of every opportunity you get. You know what I'm saying, and like things could have went the other way from in them. So you know, I just. Grateful for, you know, God sparing us for giving us a second chance.
I know you still have NBA dreams, and I know that's a big aspect, and I do, just watching you these last couple of days, do see a difference. Even though those guys balling, you do find a way to separate yourself from the rest. So take me through what's the real reason why you think you didn't get picked, or how is things going?
I mean, I ain't get picked.
Was it a delay? Was it nothing stopping you from getting picked? It was just more you.
Just, you know, things happen, things fail. You know what I'm saying? Other people's lives. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to. I feel supposed to fall in my lap, but I mean, it was delayed, but it's not denied. So
Yeah.
I just get up, work for it every day. Like,
once again, want to appreciate you, Ty, for coming on the show. You know, I'm pretty sure if you don't reach for one, that's what them pastors be saying. If I don't touch for one soul, you know what I'm saying? I done did my job. If you don't reach for one kid with the story or the small amount of time that you gave me an interview, that's all that matters, young man. I want you to continue doing what you're doing, continue being a positive influence to these kids, you know what I'm saying? You are a true definition of a person who doesn't give up on their dreams. And I know for a fact it seems like we're going to see you on TV playing in the league. So keep doing what you're doing, young man. And like I said, I got to get back with you because I told you I need to crop some drills from you and everything for the training and stuff. But y'all heard the young man. The young man story is not a story that's made for the weak. The young man has been through so many obstacles. You know what I'm saying? So many obstacles. Yeah. The man even said at the JUCO level, it was stressful because people that he knew he was better than was getting recruited by bigger colleges than him. So you kids can walk around because y'all done been pumped up with all this hype and acting like when the hype don't come through that it's not bothering you. It's bothering you. Because what you don't understand is that when you have an expectation and it doesn't come, it does something to you mentally. Only strong people are able to get through those things mentally. And listening to this young man's story lets me know that he's mentally strong regardless of basketball or whatever in this life has in store for him. He's going to be able to face it because he's always got it out the mud. This episode wasn't truly to bash anything from this point. You know what I'm saying? This episode was for you kids to understand that the road that you're trying to pursue and the lifestyle that you're trying to live has a cost. Has a cost. And with that cost, are you willing to make the sacrifice? Are you willing to give up hours of your day to play this game, or you gonna give those hours to your friends? Some things gonna have to be cut short when you're trying to become something that people say you can become, or there's something that you want to come. There's a lot of things that go into it. And so with him telling his story, a lot of you kids should understand, if you're not doing it, or if you're not done been through some of those things that he done been through, the road ain't easy. So, like, I didn't want this show to be drawn out this week. I just wanted to educate you kids and let you kids hear a story from someone that's from here, that has, like I say, a relationship built with people in this area. This young man has a story that has to be heard. Has to be heard. This man has not gave up on his NBA dreams just because the draft was gone. If some of you people don't get a scholarship and you claim that you love basketball so much, some of y'all gonna give up on your dream. So AAU coaches, stop lying to these kids. Stop lying to these kids. And I just can't wait till the next episode, because all these last final AAU events are on the way. But I want to give a shout out though. Like, I'm paying attention to a lot. And Mark and Burrow, Mario, the Memphis Elite, y'all are doing. Don't think that the good job just because I don't write about Tennessee kids that y'all job is not going unnoticed. Because I can honestly say this has been a good year for those programs. You know what I'm saying? In the aspect, even though I don't like too much of the aspect of AAU, y'all have made it a good aspect. You know what I'm saying? Or a bright spot for AAU in the area. Even though I'm focusing on Mississippi kids, y'all have made it a good bright spot. And shout out to the Memphis team getting our Mississippi kids scholarships. Well, I'll be damned. But anyway, my next episode will be about this upcoming AAU event. So until then, like I say, please like, share, subscribe my page, and let you know that I'm not doing this because I'm trying to bash someone. I really am trying to help people. But along the way, it's going to be people who's not going to agree with me. And I'm fine with that. But along the way of not agreeing with me, don't play the slander game if you don't want me to play the slander game. My aspect is to help this whole state, not your feelings. So if you don't like what I'm doing, please, you ain't got to pay attention to my show. Because I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this to set other avenues up for kids. But we also got to pay attention to our kids' mental. We are lacking on teaching our kids about mental depression and the aspect of not having your dreams come true at times. Because it's not going to work that way. What are you going to do when it runs out? That's all I'm asking you kids. Once again, please like, share, subscribe my page and everything. And once again, if you ain't trained to go, you can't be on this show. Shout out to Ty again. Once again, thank you. See y'all next time.